What's up, y'all? I'm Alec.
I'm Jerem.
And we are the hosts of Ode to Black Love podcast. And we're doing Ode to Black Love's 21 questions.
I like 21 questions, and they all about us.
What do you think people say about us when we aren't around?
I feel like people who know us, will say that we are funny, that we are, a good time. We go to bed early.
Yeah, we go to bed early.
That we go to bed early. Exactly. That's what they saying off tops, but I think they'll probably say, like, we got kind of, cool, got our shit together. I would say people who don't know us or, like, aren't really that close to us, they may, like, think we, like, standoffish or just, like, I don't know. I mean, because we're not super social, so we can be antisocial sometimes. Getting much better, for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like people who don't know us may think, well, no, I don't know. Maybe in the past they would think that.
I think people that don't know us think we social. People that do know us think we antisocial.
That's possible, too. I don't know. I feel like people who really, really know us think we just...
I don't know.
Like, I don't think the people closest... Yeah, let us know. I don't think the people closest to us think we antisocial. What's the most difficult lesson you've learned from being with me?
I guess communication. I don't know if that's like a lesson, but like how to communicate with another person.
Yeah.
Like consistently and always having to say stuff even when you don't feel like it.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the lesson I learned or had to learn because I think I'm still not the best communicator, but I feel like before I was really bad.
Absolutely.
I still don't like to, but
you're better.
I'm much better, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
What do you dislike about the person I become around my family?
Ooh, you. So I feel like when you get around your family, you don't speak your mind enough. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like you don't you're not very boisterous about like your opinion. You just kind of like let stuff slide, and that can be annoying to me because I'm like, say how you feel. Like, no, that's not right. But you are just more like, whatever. They said it, but I ain't got to listen to it. And then you don't say nothing. Like, that annoys me. But, I mean, whatever.
All right. I don't disagree.
It's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, what does marriage mean to you?
Marriage, it means a lot. I mean, it's like you, like, I guess I learned recently, it's just so much deeper than what you grow up thinking marriage is.
Right.
Like, you grow up thinking marriage is like, okay, like, it's like these two people and they love each other. But it's like, marriage is like, you got your business partners, your best friends.
Yeah.
It's like, it's a lot more. So what marriage means to me is like, the person, like, I found the person that's the most compatible with me in pretty much all areas of my life. Like, you really are, like...
You think so?
Yeah, I think you really find somebody, like, I think I found somebody that really, like, is my other, like, half. Mm-hmm. You know, like, marriage, somebody that brings out the stuff that you don't necessarily bring out of yourself, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or, like, can do the things that you don't do well. Mm-hmm. So I think marriage is a partnership, a friendship, it's a business. Mm-hmm. Like, I think it's more than, I mean, it's love, no doubt, but it's just deeper. Way more than just love. So, yeah.
I don't disagree. That's good.
What is your favorite imperfection about me? I'm perfect, clearly.
No, I'm going to say this is imperfection, but it just depends on how you slice it. Mm-hmm. I don't know, because I would say it's my favorite, but I want you to work on it. But I like how, like, content you are with being alone. I don't think that's necessarily an imperfection, but it's something I want you to work on, but I do like the fact that you are like that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Why you want me to work on it?
Because I feel like you need to, like, get some friends and, like, hang out with friends. Like, I just feel like your life is work, school, this, me and Noah, and, like, that's kind of it. You don't really have, like, a whew. And even your whew is alone. Like, it's going out to do more work. So I love that drive, but also I think you should find some more relaxed time.
Okay.
Is it my turn? Yes. Who is your favorite person in my family and why?
Your mama, hands down.
No hands down.
What? I mean, I think everybody know. I'm her favorite too.
Facts.
Yeah, we just compatible.
You.
We right.
Yeah, y'all are best buds.
Yeah, we ain't never gonna beef.
Oh, yeah. Am I different than you imagined I would be when we first met?
Yeah, but in a good way.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
elaborate.
You was cool with just the world you knew at the time. And me in a way, a little bit, but I feel like now it's like you more adventurous, more willing to try stuff. Like when we first got together, you weren't willing to try anything. But I mean, when I first met you, you just was just. It really wasn't no first impression. You was just like a homegirl from the internet. I thought was cute.
Not all just a homegirl.
I mean, we wasn't like that, when we first met.
I was just cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're not even the same people.
Absolutely.
We're not even the same people from when we got married.
No.
Yeah.
That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of growth.
What makes you still love me?
Ooh, everything. I mean, I feel like I could never stop loving you, but I think the thing that just makes it continue is like we do a lot of work on ourselves. Like a lot of internal work, a lot of work as a couple, a lot of work as parents. Like we just we walk the talk. Like we do the shit we supposed to be doing. Sometimes we get a little stagnant. When I say we, I mean me, because I'm just like, ooh, okay, that's enough growth. But yeah, I think that's what makes me still love you is that like you just constantly try to be the best version of yourself for the marriage, for your son, or for our son, for yourself. So yeah.
Tell me about the first time we met.
We got a lot of first time we met, but I guess there's only one first time we met.
In person.
Well, the first time I saw you in person was at the Millwall football game. But the first time we like hung out and like actually met in person was Tinseltown. We were supposed to go to the movies. Or we did go to the movies and you were supposed to come pick me up, but you changed your mind, so I had to meet you there. So I drove to Tinseltown. And when I got out the car, I think I texted you and I was like, I'm here. And so I was waiting on you to come out and I was going up to buy my ticket. And you were like, what are you doing? I already bought your ticket. And I'm like, well, I don't know, whatever. And I think I still bought the ticket because I was trying to be INDEPE. You know, I was trying to be independent. And so I was like, well, I already got it, so it doesn't matter. Like, just keep your ticket. I had attitude because you were supposed to pick me up and you didn't.
But the reason I didn't is because I ended up having other people with me. Like, so it's like...
Still couldn't pick me up?
My car was small at the time.
Why did they even have to ride? They couldn't drive themselves?
I don't know how it ended up. I think maybe I didn't make it home in time or something.
Don't even matter. And so we went to the movie. And after the movie, we went to your parents' house, which is funny now. Like, I had already been there, but, like, we went to that same house and we just hung out and we just talked and hung out the rest of the summer.
Yep.
What do you think I'm learning from you?
I don't know. I think we learned together.
I would say what I'm learning from you is, or what I have been learning from you for a while now is my word being my bond. Like doing what I say I'm going to do because you are a prime example of only doing the things or doing everything you say you're going to do. And so I think that's one of the biggest things I've learned and am still learning to do is to hold that to a high standard, whatever I say.
You do always say that.
Say what?
You be like, I need to be a woman of my word.
I do.
If you had to call me by another name, what would it be and why?
Eugene.
I thought you wasn't going to remember. I thought you was going to remember.
Yep, Eugene.
Oh, man, why?
When we first got together, y'all, for some reason, I just felt like his name was Jeremy Eugene Coleman. Like, it just felt like that's what his name was. It's not, but that's what I felt. So I used to call him Eugene all the time. I don't know how I broke out of it, but...
Me either.
But, yeah, so if I could call him anything else, it would definitely be Eugene.
Whatever. What do you love/hate about our family structure?
The balance, like we play our roles that we have defined for our family, and I think we play them well. I I just think me, you, Noah, like it's just, in my opinion, how it's biblically, or how we believe it's biblically supposed to be. What I dislike about that, or what I hate about it sometimes I feel like, and this is rare, but sometimes I feel like you can get into a space where it's like black and white, you in a box, and like there's no penetrating that box to like get you to see another perspective. And so it comes off as very much so like what I say go. It's very rare, but when you do it, it does bother me because it's like, you don't even try to understand. It's like, no. So.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think is holding me back?
I mean, I think just worrying about stuff so much.
Anxiety, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even get going sometimes because you just be worried, or you just push stuff off because you be worried. And I'm like, you're really good at a lot of things if you would just do them. Mm-hmm. Like, I always tell you you're good at writing. I always tell you you're good at, your side business and stuff like that. And sometimes you just be like, I don't know, worried about, I don't even know what you be worried about. You just be worried.
Yeah.
And they be like, just do it. I promise you're really good at it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right.
So, but that's what I think is holding you back.
How do you describe me to others? I want to hear this.
You are, I'll just say she's goofy, talk a lot of shit, smart, brown skin with a big booty.
Is I'm cute in the face? Goddamn, you ain't saying nothing about that.
That's a given though.
Anyways, I'll shut turn.
I'll pull out a picture of my wallet or something.
I'm about to say, because you should have a picture in your wallet.
How have we grown lazy in our relationship?
I would say we don't date enough. Like, but not in we don't date, we just be so damn busy and we need to start scheduling like dates. But I feel like when we first got together, like especially when we moved in at the apartment together, our first apartment, we was just always like out in the streets, like just going to grab a drink or going to grab food. Like we just kind of was always like me and you, and then like we get married and I get pregnant and then we have Noah and then we start the podcast. We don't really do that a lot. Like I think our last one-on-one date that was actually like, okay, this is the date was in February. That's the only thing I can think of. Mm-hmm. But we still spend a lot of time together, so I don't know. How do you think my parents have affected our relationship?
I mean, we deal with a lot. The reality is like, because your dad passed and stuff like that, so that has a big impact on our relationship. I mean, it's nothing that I can do to fix that. And it's like nothing that he can change about what he did while he was here. And so it's like, I think that's tough because it's just like sometimes we bump into things and it's just like, I mean, that'd be the underlying cause sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it'd be like no real like answer for me or anything like that. So I think that's how, I mean, especially early on, it's like I can't feel his void. You know what I mean? Yeah, especially early on. Like I think I still can't now, but I feel like it's much better now. But like early on, it's like, there's nothing I can do.
I feel like it's worse now, in my opinion. Just because of the way it's impacting me now versus...
it maybe impacts us, like, not our relationship directly. Maybe, like, task-oriented and stuff like that. But
gotcha, yeah.
It's not like, oh, I don't know what to do because you upset because it's, like, the week that your daddy passed away and stuff like that, which is much better now. Like, I can understand now. But early on, it's like... what do you expect me to do? Kind of deal. You know, it's like, I can't fix it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what to do. You know, not that there was anything for me to do. I think I understand that now, that it's like, ain't nothing for me to do. Whereas before, I didn't know. I was like...
Yeah.
I thought everything had a solution.
Yeah.
What do you think is the hardest thing for me right now?
being everybody and everything needing a lot from you. School, work, your family, as far as like your parents, siblings, things like that. Then me and Noah, and then the podcast. Like I just feel like you got a lot going on, like a lot, and not even just like, oh, I just do this. Like for me, I feel like my lot going on is like, oh, I got this to do, I got this to do, I got this to do. It's like more tasks, but yours like more emotional, like drain. Like you have tasks as well as like people who actually need you and have been needing you for a little bit now. So I don't know, and you don't really do good with the emotional support. I mean, you don't do bad with it, but like that's not like. I think you would actually prefer just a task because once you check it off, it's done. But like the emotional support and availability that you have to give people, I think is probably taxing. How has your parents' relationship influenced our relationship?
That's interesting. I mean, early on, I thought like I learned a lot of good things from them, but it's like, all right, it ended up being a lot of stuff that I was like, okay, I realized like. I thought that was good because it's like non-confrontational for me because I don't like confrontation, but it's like the communication. Yeah, like I think I learned my lack of communication probably come from my parents, even both sets of my parents, just the lack of openness and communication and just really just saying what you need and what you want.
Right.
And what to expect and stuff like that. But I also think some good things that I learned is like I learned a lot of stability and just really being there for you, you know what I mean? As far as like, I don't know, what society would say a man is supposed to be there for, you know, making sure that y'all ain't ever gonna be hungry or always gonna, you know, be there and stuff like that. I feel like I learned that. But what do I do that detracts from our relationship?
That's hard. The main thing I can think of is like when you get in those moods where you just don't feel like talking and like you just are very like quiet. In the past, I felt like I would internalize that. Now I don't as much. Like I will be like, oh, okay, like I don't know what's going on with him. But I'll move on faster than I would before. But I think that still kind of detracts. But it's because I just want to communicate about everything and just kind of like not be quiet in the house, but I think sometimes you kind of go through these moods. Or not even go through, but like you'll get in a mood where you're just like, just want to be quiet today. Want to do my own thing. Last one. What would you be doing differently if we weren't together?
I don't know. For some reason, I just don't feel like I would be doing like better. I mean, like if we never got together. But I mean, if in a perfect world, let's say I got all of that like development that you gave me, and then we wasn't together.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would. I mean, I would just move around more free, you know, because I wouldn't have a son or a wife or nothing. I just would just up and do stuff like, you know, go places just on a whim. But I'd probably go by myself. I wouldn't be at the club, but I'd probably be at bars way more often. I probably would be if I was single, I'd probably be at the bar 5 days a week.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can actually see that.
I think that's the difference. So.
Okay. Well, that concludes our last question. What did you think?